Well, many of us like to stay fit, going to the gym or working out at the house, and we're always looking for those new ways to change up our fitness routine. And with us this morning, our 2 News fitness expert, Wes Cole, to answer our fitness questions. And this first question comes from George. Kind of an interesting question here. Wes, he says, how should my training routine change as I get older? Now, a lot of us have this problem. Things that I used to do when I was 20, 25, a little bit harder now that I'm in my early 40s.
Well, sure. Well, I think mobility is a real big issue. The older you get, the more you need to warm up and just be a little bit easier getting into it. When we're young, we can just maybe do a couple of jumping jacks and we're ready to go. This exercise right here, I have a lot of my clients, especially over 40, do. It's just kind of a mobility drill, coming down just like that. We call this prying. It's kind of like a squat, raising your arms up and then coming up. It's almost like a yoga move. And what this does is this really promotes, and she's also doing a little lunge right here, a lot of mobility in the hip flexors and the legs and the knees, because, thank you, Beth, that's really good. Just like that. But what you really want to do is you really want to focus on making sure that you can move mobility, because if you're so stiff, it's really hard to do a lot of the exercises. A lot of people come in, they're so tight that I actually have to really focus on flexibility before we can do any exercises. So really keep up with that.
And that's usually the first thing that we really start to see fade away as we get older, is the flexibility.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, our second question, this one comes from Denise. And it's, let's see what the question is there a way to work out without getting sore? Boy, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, I tell people all the time that, you don't want to strive, for soreness, but, if you're working out real hard and you wake up and you don't feel like you've really done anything, you have to remember that building muscle and getting stronger, it's almost like a safety mechanism. Your body you have to kind of push it a little bit to elicit some type of response. So if you wake up in the morning after a hard leg or arm workout and you don't feel anything, you're not sore, probably means you probably weren't working out with the right intensity. So soreness is just kind of a part of it. You shouldn't wake up so debilitated, but being a little stiff in the morning, that's a part of working out, especially weight training.
All right, our final question, this one comes from Katie. Is meal replacement shakes a good choice for weight loss?
You got to be real careful with meal replacement shakes, and they're fine, but as long as you understand that they're a meal replacement shake. So many people, because I calculate calories all day, I'm always watching people, and so many people, they'll have a sandwich and then they'll get a meal replacement because they want the protein. You have to remember that a lot of the meal replacement shakes, they're exactly what they say they are. I mean, they're designed to, you're skipping lunch, you're having that. So a lot of meal replacement shakes, they tend to be higher in calorie. So, they can be a part of any diet, but make sure you're including that. I found that a lot of the supplements and protein shakes can kind of get people in trouble a little bit and help push them over the amount that they need. So just make sure you calculate it in.
So you don't have lunch and then use that as your drink?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Wes, as always. And if you have a question that you would like Wes to answer, just go to our Facebook page, KJRH TV, and you can post it on our wall. Or you can call Wes at 605-6550 or visit the gym, 51st and Memorial behind Walgreens.